Hey guys, we're gonna have so much fun with these today. Oh, this isn't working. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we organize and make things beautiful. I'm Des and this is Sort and Style. I'm very excited for today. Remember that first episode where I promised I was going to organize this and make it beautiful? You can just imagine what we're going to do here. It's going to be awesome. Well, today is that day. Fortunately, I will not be doing that from this chair, which I've realized now is just too high. First thing that I noticed when I looked at this cabinet was that there's no storage. And you know, if you're just going to display items, that's fine. But for me, I specifically needed things that I can put things into that I'm not going to actually display all the time, like tablecloths or napkins or things like that. So I actually needed storage. So that's the first thing I started with, was addressing this issue. So what I did, I've gotten these cute little wooden crates and I've just placed them in the cabinets. They fit perfectly there and I'm just going to create my own storage. Hidden storage. My own hidden storage. I've just placed them all at the bottom here. So that it's all evenly spaced out to balance it again. That's the air show, guys. If you hear noise, it's the airplanes. I did ask them to switch the engines off while they're flying around the house, over the house, but clearly they didn't get my email. Anyway, yeah, so storage, and then we can put things like our tablecloths and just hoy them in there. Doesn't have to look pretty. Okay, so storage. Next, we're going to start styling the cabinet. Where do we start? So I like to start with my favorite things that you want to be up front and center. You start with that so that you can then have control of where it's going to be and where it can be seen the best. For me, my favorite thing is the sweetie jar. Although I won't be having a marshmallow today. I still like to look at them and maybe smell them. So I'm going to place this where I'll be able to reach them and see them the best. I'm going to put it here. Perfect. Don't think that's it. I've got more sweetie jars. These things are hard to open. Guys, they really make you work hard for your calories. Sure. We will now be putting the sweets into the jars. Much easier. Hey, I'm losing sweets. Extras. No, luckily that one worked out. It usually hits me in the eye. Look how pretty! Oops! Oh man, I'm not good at this. Ah! Oops, I folded too much. It's good. Sorry. Okay, so you can see how beautiful these look. So give it a little bit of color into your cabinet, and we're gonna place this. So as I said before, you wanna use different styles, different textures, different sizes. So where would you put these on this cabinet? And imagine where you would put something like this in your house. So big objects shouldn't be placed next to each other. You kind of want to space it out so that you create balance. So for these, I'm going to place them and here you've created some spacing. It makes your eye move, and that's what we want when styling a cabinet, is for your eye to move. We'll play with that. Don't be afraid to move things around. I'm probably going to move that like 20 million times still. So next we're going to place the bigger items. So we're going to use the bigger items first, and then once we've placed that, we can then fill the space with the smaller items. As I said, we want to weave, kind of create like a zigzag shape with the items. So all the bigger items we're going to space out evenly. I've got this cute little globe. My hubby really liked this one, and I like it, and it goes perfect in a study. So I'm going to place this. Again, we've got a big object there, and now I'm going to evenly balance this with that. Also because this only actually fits on this top cabinet, so it's not much more space there. I just don't know how I'm going to get it there. There we go, perfectly placed. So I'm going to put something here that's, I don't know what I'm going to put there. Or you can change your mind completely and just do the middle shelf. I'm going to do the middle shelf because I'm working from I'm working with that object there, and I want to contrast it a little bit. Underneath it, can you hear that, guys? That's my neighbor with the leaf blower. Clearly, he didn't get my email either. Why aren't my emails going through? Eskom, come on, guys. Oh no, it would be. You need Wi-Fi. You need data. I don't have data. I've got these really cool plates that I think will play off next to each other really nicely. Place them like one in front of the other. That also just gives it depth. Guys, by the way, I didn't have like those plate stands, so I'm just using like a tablet holder. Design is flexible. So use whatever you can. Make do where you can. Doesn't help that I can't see. Okay, so as you see, we've layered this. So with this plate in front of the other plate, giving it some depth. And then we've also created a bit of height with this one. So by placing it on top of this Lego box, so you can use books or anything like that to create that height differentiation. That's a big word. Differentiation. To create that height difference. Again, making your eye move. So I've given you some tips about how to, you've seen what my strategy is. I'm gonna quickly get to the rest of it and we'll speak about it a bit later. we're done. I'd just like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Westpac Lifestyle. I literally raided their store. Everything you see here is from their store that I found and that I chose, even the sweeties. So get down to any one of their nationwide stores and start styling today. I'm happy. I think now just for the final piece. And there you have it. There's our styled cabinet. You'll see that we've created different levels. We have some greenery, which is always really nice. We've created layers by, placing objects a little bit in front of each other, created height. You'll see that initially this was going to be used underneath, but I needed this to be a little bit high, so I turned this around. See, this just shows that you don't have to use things the way you think they're supposed to be used. Change things up. I've added books as well, just to create height on this. So books are a great way I like stacking them horizontally and adding things on top. It creates height. Here's another thing that you can see that the candles are now placed, giving it that height again, and it's giving that contrast. And you'll see that it's all balanced nicely. So we've got a glass jar here, glass there, giving that zigzag effect. Here we've got two objects which are contrasting metals together, but the one's placed behind the other, giving it that layer again. We've kept the color quite neutral, quite simple, but then we've added color with things like the lemons and the sweets, things that go into the jars, and that way you're not restricted with color so much. So if you want to change this up and put red apples or oranges or tangerines or whatever, and then you'll see that I like to layer frames. I love that look, and again it creates that depth that you want, and again just lets your eye move around the cabinet. Okay, and I won't be making the mistake of not putting anything in the frames. Please guys, put things in your frames. I'm gonna put photos of my husband. You can put photos of him as well if you want to. It's weird, but you could. And yeah, I'm gonna put some drawings and photos and make it personal to your space, special. So that's the end of the video. We finally got to do the cabinet. I'm so glad you guys got to see it and joined me. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, and leave a comment. I'd love to know what you thought. If there's anything that you think I should change, or if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Bye. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.